how Lulu approaches the matchup, and a little bit the other way around, how Genosect approaches the Lulu matchup as well. This is going to be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be mega spicy. These clash of styles. Again, we'll see which prevails. The bans do come through. The Shireen removed. The 𝗲𝗺 likewise in the opposing side for Lulu. Again, Genosect, it's very clear that he doesn't want Toxic Temps on the opposing side. Of course, when you're running some sort of sustain build, that is huge to making sure your tanks don't get chipped away at. But with the Golder picked up here, Genosect might just be 10 toes down into this stall build.
Yeah, so he does pick up probably the most aggressive Temtem he can, and that's going to be the 𝗂𝗃. You know, turn 1 heat up doesn't seem out of the picture because you don't have too much damage coming in. Genosect, I believe he's working with the anaerobic 𝗲𝗺, so I guess something like a Noxious Bomb, following it up by a Toxic Ink. That's not going to be killing the 𝗂𝗃, so maybe heat up is a little bit risky, but something like a 75% 𝗂𝗃 might just be exactly what Lulu needs to get all that damage across against this stallier matchup in Genosect's team, right? So we will see indeed. This is looking like a good opener though. I'm curious though, is he thinking about maybe purgationing the 𝗲𝗺 and maybe Noxious bombing the 𝗬𝗵𝗶? That could be a play.
Potentially. Also, my god, that team was so blue. Regardless, Genosect, Lulu, we'll see how this game 1 pans out. 𝗂𝗃 and 𝗬𝗵𝗶 in the opening versus that 𝗲𝗺 and Golder. The offensive, Lulu will push for potentially a heat up in the opening straight up. The mom's launch committed the exhaustion already.
Oh, that is right. So Golder is wearing the mom's lunch. That's something Lulu has to be very observant of going forward, just in case he's trying to predict it, because that's how stall players get their upper hand, right? They overexert the aggro players, and then they kind of notably just skip an entire turn because they have to rest. But it looks like just in case the Noxious Bomb comes through, he's going to be swamping in the 𝗲𝗵𝗆 one more time.
Noxious Bomb committed on the 𝗂𝗃 right away, trying to chip away at it before it gets rolling as well. Toxic Ink committed already below 50% HP from 1 turn. And yeah, absolutely, the heat up not coming free.
Not free at all. You know, we were discussing this in the pick and bans. We were thinking the Noxious Bomb Toxic Ink, and that's exactly what ended up coming to fruition. So not too bad. It wasn't free whatsoever, but he's going to be saving it down the road. He wants to try to save it for things like that potential go wrong. Or let me see. I didn't get to see the remaining team. Yeah, the go wrong or the Momo. I think that is a better play. You savage suplex, so trying to do a little bit of exhaustion of his own onto this 𝗲𝗺.
Noxious Bomb committed into that 𝗬𝗵𝗆, already doing more than 50% HP. A Toxic Ink follow-up could potentially just take it out outright here. But no, it goes to the 𝗲𝗵𝗆, which does take that in kind, just chipping away at the damage. So, currently Lulu bleeding out a lot of HP here. Meanwhile, Genosect only getting tankier.
Yeah, you know, I really like this double play from Genosect, right? He covered both sides just in case, because Lulu obviously wanted to get Tornado online, whether it be the Tornado for the Strange Res 𝗲𝗺 or just the Tornado for the Golder, right? So whichever way the 𝗬𝗵𝗆 ended up coming in, that was covered, right? So brilliantly played so far for Genosect. But now the Tornado, Genosect is trying to read it on the Golder, and he guessed it right. So really well read for the side of Geno. Going to be eating it very, very well despite... but okay, gonna be splitting with the base jump, and oh, to your point, Blue, a whole lot of damage done from Genosect. You can't say the whole same about Lulu, right? He just hasn't been able to crack through a little bit of these HP pools on Geno's team.
Absolutely, the pickoff coming through here for the 𝗬𝗵𝗆, and Lulu has just, I mean, he has made progress, but the progress is just not equivalent right now. He needs to do more, especially the longer this game goes. If the setup is there, it's just not gonna be, there's not gonna be enough damage. I mean, +3 attack will not be sufficient eventually, especially if Stonewall comes out and defense buffs come in.
Yeah, because, you know, 𝗂𝗵𝗺 coming in now is still on death's door from a single noxious bomb. Lulu's just hoping that the Volarant maybe doesn't want to overexert, because with the strange vest, you don't always want to sacrifice too much HP, right? So he's trying to just pray that the Volarant doesn't want to overexert, and the 𝗂𝗵𝗺 may be able to get us something here, because the 𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗶 might just be going for something like Divine Inspiration, right? It doesn't tend to run any offensive techniques, nothing like a Wind Burst, nothing like a Tornado. So just in case, as we said, Volarant doesn't want to overexert. On the contrary, though, trying to overexert this 𝗂𝗵𝗺. So here we go. 𝗬𝗪𝗈 does go on what was the Volarant, now the Goulder. So big old damage.
59.3% HP, but this is what I was talking about. Defense up with that special defense up. And now you basically nullify what the heat up has already provided. Or not nullify, but mitigates it quite a considerable amount. 𝗬𝗪𝗈's Wrath here trying to instill some more damage into both the 𝗶𝗵𝗶 and the Goulder. Does a lot of damage on the 𝗶𝗵𝗶. The 𝗂𝗵𝗺 with a Flaming Meteorite trying to kill off the dinosaurs. This big fat Goulder will just take it to the chin, and there's the power of the stone wall, making sure the Goulder survives that Flaming Meteorite. Divine Inspiration coming in as well for that special defense buff and that heal. Toxic Ink pressuring even further this 𝗬𝗪𝗈. The damage is there, and once again, still no kills for Lulu. That was the all-in investment in trying to kill off his Goulder. It just wasn't there. The stamina's just gone now.
Yeah, it is already all used up, right? So if you want to do anything, you're probably going to end up killing yourself in doing so, right? And is exactly right. That stone wall was massive, whether it be on the Goulder, whether it be on the Volarant, right? Massive whichever way it was going. And that was single-handedly the way why the Goulder survived that epic flaming meteorite coming out from the 𝗂𝗵𝗺. So here we go, trying to save the 𝗬𝗪𝗈 down the road because it does have +2 special attack. The 𝗬𝗵𝗈 coming through. Aggressor proccing one more time. The 𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗶 gonna be swapping out. Let's see what's coming in. It will be the Volarant with the strange vest making an appearance one more time. But the question is, does 𝗂𝗵𝗺 stay in? And oh, if it just sits back and rests, he's not going to get punished for it this turn.
Momo swapping in for that Goulder. 𝗬𝗪𝗈 being committed as well, doing a lot of damage to this Momo, and the overexertion coming in for that 𝗂𝗵𝗺. So just investing all in here to do the damage, and a lot of Tims are low. I mean, plus, I'm gonna put this out there into the world, right? If everything is under 50% HP, is there a shot this 𝗏𝗏𝗏 just kills everything?
You would think it's that straightforward, but I don't know. You know, stamina is still an issue. That is 5 entire Temtems. Whether it be 50% or not, that is a whole lot of Tem advantage for the side of Genosect, right? However, 𝗬𝗵𝗈 has +2 attack, right? So here we go. There is no way Momo's going to be living this. So at least you took care of the bigger target, being that undermine potential. The base jump, let's see how much is going to be doing. The strange vest putting in the work in this game.
Absolutely. The 𝗏𝗏𝗏 has no way. That strange vest making sure this anaerobic Volarant is invincible on this board. Except, of course, with the 𝗬𝗪𝗈. And the 𝗬𝗪𝗈 could potentially just blast it away. But right now, it's just so tanky. The strange vest, as you mentioned, really putting in the work. The 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and the 𝗬𝗏𝗏 will still have to kill everything else. And then maybe the 𝗬𝗪𝗈 can deal with the Volarant.
Yeah, perhaps so. It is that +2 special attack, and Volarant has no special defense because of the strange vest. So if he keeps focusing this right-hand side, you know, Ninja Jutsu's online, which is a devastating amount of damage, and then Goring is online. So here we go. Gorong 95%, and sheesh, it is just too bulky. I don't think the Goring will be doing 55. It brings it down to 30 though, so one more attack like that should be enough. But yeah, you only have things like base jump, because we saw in the past, I don't think this move flank is rocking something like Held Anger, right? We saw the Nimble, so I don't think if he had Held Anger, it would actually be online. And of course, right, hindsight being 2020, he wishes he had it in this opportunity. Or not, maybe the setup 𝗬𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏's Wrath is online this entire time. I don't think Goron can live this, actually. Is there a world blue? Wait a second. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay, Gorong dies. The Golder still has to go down. The 𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗶 is above 50% HP, which I said if everything was under 50% HP, there's a world where Moveflight kills everything, and then the Voliran will have to be dealt with. So base jump is committed, it's not enough. So the 𝗬𝗺𝗺𝗺's Wrath will have to do an Unseen Blow, actually. Hang on, wait, onto the Voliran. It nearly kills it. It's not quite there, though. The Noxious Bomb will be dropped onto that 𝗬𝗺𝗺, and unfortunately, so close with an Unseen Blow. I didn't see that blow. Overexertion will be committed on the Voliran, but the Gorong with that hook kick will drop the Moveflight below HP range for Fainted Curse to insta-gibbet outright. So the Golder and the Gorong here should be able to kill it. The Toxic Ticks should deal with it. The exhaustion as well. There's just not enough stamina, and I mean, if that Voliran went down to the Unseen Blow plus, this game could have been spicy, but unfortunately just not enough. And the game 1 goes to Genosect.
And so let's join them on this game number 2 of our grand finals.
Alright, looks like we have a little bit of mix-up already. Straight away, the Keto is banned, 𝗬𝗏 is allowed through by Lulu, and the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 is picked up instead. So Keto was not picked up last game. So that is a very interesting choice to ban off the Keto. Maybe because he wanted the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 to open right away rather than being in the back pocket. Could have been why the Keto was removed, but the Gorong and 𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗃 straight up picked up here by Genosect.
Oh,
and the Sapphire, wow, this is a double offensive opening. Interesting. Okay.
That indeed. And I was just going to point out, he didn't pick up the Stranger's Voliran. Perhaps feels like he doesn't need it, starting off with like a rush Gorong. But yeah, I was just going to say, now that he didn't pick it up, that's probably going to be the insta-ban on this next play. So this looks like a little bit better with picking bans. I like what you said. You had to ban the Keeno because 𝗬𝗏𝗃 does take 4x damage being neutral, being melee. So man, oh man. And remember guys, Sapphire does have the morale boosting whip, and like true professional tamers in the house, these guys went through the pick and ban phase like they already knew, right? They already knew exactly what they wanted to do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the secondary game of these grand finals. Let's see if Lulu can make it a little bit of a comeback, right? Because our previous champion looking prime to take another crown home. But Lulu is one tamer standing tall, standing right in his way. And already getting things started with that nice little rush for the tireless trait on the Gorong.
Base jump committed on the 𝗶𝗵𝗃 as well, but the heat up is to follow. I mean, this was to be expected for the turn 1 coming in. The bamboozle applied on the Gorong, so the Gorong will be safe next turn, especially with the tireless as well. But now we have to see what Lulu decides to do. Maybe he pops the evasion here and then goes for just one attack into the Gorong, or just commit to the 𝗶𝗵𝗃 kill, which will proc Fated Curse, which is going to be a bit spicy. But no, actually swapping out the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 completely.
Yeah, I think it's spicy, but perhaps the correct play, because if we notice from the previous games, there's just one Temtem doing all the kind of buffing up, and that's 𝗶𝗵𝗃 with Divine Inspiration, with Stone Wall, every little technique on that 𝗶𝗵𝗃. I even think it has Sedative Rain on top of everything, which is why we see Genosect prioritize saving it. But nice little double swap, and the block coming in. This Gorong maybe just sets up all on his own, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, the Golder getting swapped in, as you mentioned. The 𝗶𝗵𝗃 getting swapped out. The Moveflight getting the speed up, but the Gorong getting the attack buff. This Gorong turning into a win condition really fast, and Lulu has to find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, that indeed. And let's see, he's trying to read a hook kick going into that spot, but never mind, he's not trying to read a hook kick going into that spot. The water cannon for the synergy, applying those 2 ticks of poison onto Gorong. So down to 58, but the hook kick going on the 𝗰𝗶𝗶 instead. Ooh, I think a Toxic Egg might actually be enough. He does have bait, so he doesn't get those toxic ticks. But where does go to redirect his attention? Is 16% enough? it is not enough. So not even able to get off a single tornado the next game, which is huge. One more tornado is all he needed to take down 𝗀𝗀 this following turn, because 𝗀𝗀 is buffed up in defense, not buffed up in special defense, right? So the tornado would have been really nice to hold on to.
Absolutely. Potentially Posing Sting could still insta-gibbet. The problem here is that the 𝗀𝗀 could just ulti-dashi something and obliterate the target it goes for. So perhaps a base jump is absolutely necessary here. Something fast, just to straight up pick off this 𝗀𝗀 before it gets to do its out-of-hand attack. And the Golder is still at full HP.
Yeah, that indeed, right? And you're out of your only win, Temtem, so you're just trying to brute force your way in through there, and you know how that ends up working out. We do think, I believe we saw a charcoal wall in the previous tournament, maybe working with something like that as well. I think either way, though, that's special defense and a whole lot of physical attackers on Lulu, so might not really be too impactful down the road. But, you know, this turn right here, it's a little bit risky for Lulu, right? Because I don't think 𝗀𝗀 really wants to stay in. I mean, it can get off a big helicopter kick, but a Venom Spread probably does the rest of the job. However, if you click Venom Spread on a non-toxified Temtem, then you're not going to be doing anything. So what does he do? It looks like he's going for the big boy here, Savage Suplex, and let's check out what the Acronox does.
So Savage Suplex committed onto the Golder, and the Soil Steam onto that 𝗀𝗀 spot. Interesting choice there, doing the special attack damage. Nutrition Bar onto the Venomet, doing a decent chunk of damage. So at this, due to that split, Lulu is still in a solid spot, chipping away at both these Tems. Obviously, being one Tem down isn't as big of a deal as he is getting his buffs off. I mean, again, the Venomet's at +2/+1. The 𝗂𝗵𝗺 in the back has +3. The Moflank is ready at +1. So the question will be if he is able to output the damage necessary to invest to get the benefits of these buffs. Marbles coming in as well, doing a bit of damage. Ninja Jutsu trying to take care of the Momo, doesn't quite get there, but the Soil Steam should do so. But now the Goring is enters. Well, no, the Momo lives. It gets undermined off. This Venomet is dead.
Oh, that was
absolutely securing that kill.
Yeah, you know, Blue, the Nutrition Bar over and over again paying so much dividends round after round, right? It literally only survived because of that Nutrition Bar. So, man, properly TV trained, if you will. And, you know, everything rather low for Genosect. So, something like Sting probably takes down the Momo. Something like a little base jump or a Goring takes down the 𝗀𝗀. I say that, but it's that +3 defense. So, it might take a little bit more than just that. But I like the play by Genosect, knowing that he's going to throw everything at Momo. You get a free baton pass. And now you kind of just saying like, hey, 𝗀𝗀 is here. Do you want to attack me? Or just like we're seeing right now, swap into the back line, get another Mom's Lunch, get another baton pass down the road. This is what Genosect does, right? In and out, getting huge value turn after turn.
Absolutely. And now Toxic Shower going to kill off the Momo. So a big non-turn for the side of for Lulu there. So Genosect just doesn't get a turn outright in the 𝗀𝗀. Unable to do anything means that it also just a full turn where Lulu gets to even out the odds, right? So 𝗬𝗵 still full HP, of course. 𝗬𝗵𝗶 still full HP, but with the Moflank at +2 speed, I mean, we might just see a double up into this Golder, try and kill it before it gets the buffs, and then what's left, right? You have a 𝗀𝗀 and 2 supports. And 𝗀𝗀 can't do it by itself, that's for sure. So 𝗀𝗀 gets swapped in again for that baton pass. We most likely will be seeing a swap into 𝗬𝗵𝗶 or 𝗬𝗵 for that 𝗀𝗀 spot. Unless Genosect decides to gamble here, play a bit more aggressively. If you get that pick off on the Moflank for free, I mean, then you're in a good spot. But no, Genosect playing it 100% safe, swapping in that 𝗬𝗵𝗶 as predicted. So it is down to if he can kill off this Golder. He is forced to base jump into the 𝗬𝗵𝗶 because of that 𝗀𝗀 threat and because of that attack that could potentially take it down. But the rest comes in for the Acronox, so it will get that that stamina back. But the Moflank now losing HP, losing time and effort. This 𝗂𝗵𝗺 still has to combat that 𝗬𝗵 in the back, but the +3 attack should make it a pretty decent matchup. And again, this is looking hella spicy right now. The gold are so close to dead. The 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵 with that Divine Inspiration potentially healing up as well. So if you don't get this kill on this Golder, it might just be lights out. But Lulu swaps out that Acronox, swapping it in for that 𝗏𝗏ire. Getting ready for potentially a swap in into this Gorong. But it doesn't come in. Gorong will be committed onto the Golder. The 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵, we'll see what it decides to do. It does decide to chain heal, actually, going straight into that Golder. Heals it back up. The Gorong, not like it wasn't even there. Toxic ticks as well. Now the Moveflank dead to rights here. Golder not quite dead just yet. 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵 way above that lethal range. So it's looking like 𝗏𝗏ire and Acronox will have to do everything come the final stretch of this game.
Yeah, so he's going to be saving the move flank all the way to the very end, trying to get that 𝗬𝗏𝗺 still available to him. Well, Goron, you know, that is 3 baton pass value in the last couple turns, so virtually 30% recovery. But the flaming meteorite should be huge. Goron going down. He
catches it. Absolutely solid play there. Goron finally caught the bullet in the face. Toxic Ink taking away at this 𝗏𝗏ire. Now it is Golder and 2 supports to fight it out versus Moveflank in the back, the Acronox on the field, and of course this 𝗏𝗏ire on the field as well. Of course, Acronox unable to really do much against 𝗬𝗏. I mean, 𝗬𝗏 will be okay. It'll live through. It'll live through a couple of Acronox hits, but the real kicker here is the damage coming out from this 𝗏𝗏ire, right? The 𝗏𝗏ire, if it can kill off the 𝗬𝗏 outright here, or if the double up invests that kill, I mean, you can live with Golder staying around, floating about. The Acronox should be able to do the special attack damage, should be able to out DPS the Golder in a late game stretch, especially if you trade out both supports. So right now, the game very close here. 𝗏𝗏ire actually gets swapped out.
Oh, interesting. I thought he was going to save 𝗏𝗏ire for something like the move flank, but Sting, it doesn't seem to be an immunity as we've seen in the past. It is indeed a Guardian, so just trying to set up that Venom Spread play, locking it in with the Cobweb Trace. So Venom Spread is going in, and it looks like he's just going to be sacrificing the move flank. So we got to keep in mind, 3 priority 𝗬𝗏𝗺 no longer available to him, and the Bamboo.
Oh, that's huge.
That is huge
so
indeed.
Gigantic. The 𝗏𝗏ire is now exposed. This is so gigantic. There's nothing he can do. The 𝗬𝗏 protected by Bamboozle, trapped in shore, but with no poison ticks to spare, there is no way to follow up on that. There's probably not enough damage on this 𝗏𝗏ire to finally deal with the 𝗬𝗏. It probably goes faster than the Acronox even, and even then the Acronox has 0 stamina. So the water cannon is going to be devastating. It might just be curtains for this 𝗏𝗏ire, and it'll be Acronox versus 2 supports. I mean, I'm not sure who wins that, but it is not looking good. The 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵 even gets swapped in. He says, all right, you want to kill something? Kill the 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵. It's going to be damaged no matter what, but the Sting is committed. The Acronox takes so much damage to get that overexertion off. The 𝗬𝗏𝗺 will have to kill, but it's not there. The 𝗬𝗏 is just too tanky. The water cannon comes in, will commit into that 𝗏𝗏ire, and it's done. It seals the fate. The Acronox is completely vulnerable to whatever follow-up may come from Genosect. Water cannon's probably going to be enough just to do it. The 𝗬𝗏 will swap out here. Golder will be coming in instead, giving a little bit of respect at least, just not risking the entire thing. Mom's Lunch just forcing stamina drain after stamina drain, Divine Inspiration as well.
Yeah, and with that said, I believe Genosect might have done it, chat. He might have done the unthinkable, back-to-back weekly champions. Genosect is just a monster. I mean, we still got a couple turns. Toxic Showers could make a little bit of a splash, but with the Divine Inspiration, increasing those special defense, increasing those HP pools on both of these Temtems is just going to be a huge mountain to climb for this Acronox. Look at the damage, it's just not there. I mean, you don't have the stamina as well. The chain heal keeping everything healthy. The Bamboozle as well. You know, I believe the long run favors Genosect in this, right? The stamina looking not too good as we mentioned before. So yeah, chat, Lulu had a slight shot, or he had a good shot, right? With that +3 heated up Sapphire, I thought there was a way. He took down the biggest heavy hitters. He managed to take down the Momo. He managed to take down the Ghorong, but it ends up being just those tanky tanks, right? The Gulder, the 𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗶, the 𝗬𝗏. We saw that was what he banned the game 1, right? He banned 𝗬𝗏 because he was trying to respect it because of the Sapphire potential win condition he had in there. So as we saw, 𝗬𝗏 came back to bite him just a tad little bit, right? The water cannon just too strong. And I dare say, that bamboozle play, removing the ticket toxic and enabling the 𝗬𝗀𝗺𝗺 to have to do all of the work there was exactly the play Genosect did, and that's what ended up changing the tide of this game, which means Genosect might just be our champion. I'm pretty sure though, right? There's no way this spider can do it. So here we go.
Yeah.
Guys, congratulations. Genosect is our back-to-back. You know, we were wondering, can he do it? Guys, let's go ahead and give him a big old round of applause on